Like, I honestly can really sit here and say, I feel like I've been lying to you guys for a very long time. So I just actually put on my YouTube community thread and asked you guys if you guys wanted me to sit down and talk to you guys, or if you wanted me to do like more of a get ready with me. I can honestly sit here and say I've been doing better. I don't sporadically just sit and just cry randomly like I was before. I think in my last video you guys kind of just saw like the real me, the real true Laurasia, not the hi fairies, welcome back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just true, genuine me. This quarantine, these protests, everything that has been happening right now is just honestly making me take a step back and just looking at myself. There is a whole Black culture, Black history that we don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you sit and you think about history books or whatever, just think about it for 2.5 seconds and just understand that when we are raised, from childhood and up, when we go to school, kindergarten, preschool, whatever, the segment of Black history is just so short. It's just so little. It's just so minimal. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just brush past slavery. We just brush past, the riots and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and things like that. But there's so much more to our Black culture and our Black history, and that we don't even really understand and know about. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I have honestly just sat and been kind of just overwhelmed with life, because I'm sitting here reading up on real Black culture, real Black history that I never even knew about growing up. I'm sitting here watching our cities protesting, which is such a monumental moment because this has never happened in history before. But then you bring in the looting and how we're literally sit here and tearing down our own Black businesses, everything we have worked so hard for. It's like I feel so up in limbo about it. It's like I love the fact that these protests are making a change slowly but surely. Like I said in my last couple of videos, change does not happen overnight. Change does not happen 5 seconds, 10 minutes, a day, 2 weeks, or whatever. Can't just sit here and just feel like, even as an influencer, I'm just gonna post this video and just post this, post this tag or whatever, just post this GoFundMe and just feel like I did enough. And it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? We have to continue to keep speaking. We have to continue to keep fighting. And we also have to continue to keep doing our research, because there's so much knowledge. There's just so much knowledge. There's just so much that we just don't know. It is very bittersweet, like I said, because I don't want to sit here and say I'm happy, what happened with George Floyd is making us open our eyes. But then again, if what happened, as tragically as that sounds, if what happened with George Floyd never happened, would we be sitting here finally opening our eyes? Would we be finally sitting here doing our research on our own Black nation? Would we be sitting here coming together and uplifting each other? Would we be sitting here making history if that never happened? Now, I believe in God. I am a Christian. I am a Christian woman, and I feel like, even when I said in my last video, I have been sitting here opening my eyes to not only myself, not only to researching and doing my history, but also to just having a closer relationship with God, in the sense of, over the last couple of weeks since I've had my breakdown, which I think was about almost going on 2 weeks ago. When I tell you, I have sat in this is the most I felt like a real connection with God. This is the first time in a very, 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 very long time that I have actually sat here and we have had conversations. Now, everyone speaks to God in their own different ways, but with me, I have noticed that we have our conversations in my sleep. I remember I had a dream a few days ago, and it was about lynching, and it was about it was like flashes in my head when I was dreaming. It was about Emmett Till. I don't know why that came into my mind. Emmett Till came into my mind, lynchings came into my mind, and everything. And then literally the next day, I've never seen the movie 13th. It's a documentary on Netflix. You guys should definitely go and check it out. It will help you understand a lot more of what is going on right now and today, to make you have a better understanding. So I've never watched the documentary 13th before, and I went to my boyfriend's house the other day, and for some odd reason, the documentary on Netflix just happened to have popped up on Netflix. I clicked on it, and then literally, I kid you not, the first 10 minutes of that documentary was talking about lynching and talking about the situation with Emmett. Freaky. Like I told my boyfriend, I was like, yo, I was literally just dreaming about this yesterday, and then now I'm like watching it. Like, it's so weird. It's like I'm so excited in a way of like I'm finally getting back to where I was years ago with my connection with God, and it's like, it's crazy. So I had another dream yesterday, and in my dream, it was about a whole bunch of information. Like, it was just so much. And in my dream, I felt like God was kind of just laying out my entire past life history. And right now, I feel like I'm kind of dealing with the emotion of like, yo, what is my purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is my purpose in life? What is my purpose in this world? And I think from childhood, since you are born, since you even understand you as a human being on this earth, you always have that question in your head. Why am I here? Why am I on this earth? Why am I placed here? Why was I born? What is my purpose? Like, everyone wants to find their purpose. Why did he give me? And I know you shouldn't question God's doings and everything. What I want to be able to be that form, to be able to speak in your name and speak in, your word and everything. But I'm trying to understand, what did you give me this platform for? I want to be able to speak for you. I want to be able to do everything you need me to do as a child of God, but I don't know what to do. I don't know why I have a platform on YouTube. Why do I have a platform on Instagram? Why did you give me a freaking platform to be able to speak and be able to say everything and teach people and influence people? What's the purpose of it? And I feel like in that dream, he really spoke to me in so many different ways. And it was just crazy. And you know why that dream just hit me so crazy is because that was the first time I've seen my granddad in years. I didn't really have a father growing up, and I really don't want to get emotional. I feel like I can't even cry anymore. Like, I can't cry anymore. But I feel like I've never had my father growing up. Of course, I know who my father is and everything, but we've never had, I'm just going to be real with you guys. We've never had a connection. We've never had a relationship. I cannot tell you that I even know what it is like for a man to be in my life, which is very sad, very sad. But I can't even tell you guys, I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what a connection with a man is. And I feel like, I'm not trying to go into daddy issues, but I feel like my grandfather was my father growing up before he got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and that's how he passed away. Of course, old age. He was 99 years old when he passed away. So when I was in my dream and I hugged my grandfather, it's like everything just completely just came to me. What I was dealing with my relationship with my boyfriend, how all my problems were happening with my relationship with my boyfriend, my daddy issues, you know, how I've been, why I'm so closed off. Everything just came when I hugged my granddad. And it was just like, and that's one thing that I want to tell you guys is like, when they tell you the only person that can save you is God, I am telling you. Now, everybody may not believe in God. Everyone can have their own beliefs in whoever you believe in. I really don't want to be that person to sit here and have a debate with you as far as God and everything like that. If you're not a Christian, okay, so be it. Whoever you believe in, if you do not have that faith, if you do not have that connection with that higher power, you will not be able to find yourself. You will not be able to sit here and be happy with yourself. You will not be able to sit here and have a connection with yourself, to understand yourself, what is going on, why you feel so depressed, why you feel so unhappy, why you feel all these things, if you do not make a connection with the higher power. And I'm just going to say that because ever since I started having a deeper connection and I have been getting all these, you know, thoughts and all these things coming to me, him speaking to me, and everything has been coming to me ever since I started to open myself up again, to allow him to come into my life again and make things better. And ever since I have been doing that, we have been talking, we have been speaking, I have been feeling a higher power with me everywhere I go, everything I'm doing. So that's the first segment of this video. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hair out because I finally feel like I have gotten some white like I wanted to. And then I will come back in the second segment when that part about how I've been, you know, just taking care of myself, whether it's listening to good music or doing research and stuff like that. So I'll be back. Okay, so I'm at the second half of my video. I'm gonna go ahead and just start gelling down my hair and everything. And guys, can we please not make this video about my hair? Like, that is not the purpose of this video. Like, so all of the hair people that want to just sit here and talk shit and say I ruined my hair, regardless, bleach ruins your hair anyway. So I honestly feel like the one thing I really want to talk about is like just how I've been doing and everything. Like, I can honestly say, you guys, I'm, like I said, feeling so much better. Like, I honestly can really sit here and say I feel like I've been lying to you guys for a very long time. I feel like the reason that I just got and just broke down so bad in my last video is because I feel like I was just tired of just not being who I am. I was just tired of, you know, not being able to grow into the person that I've always wanted to be. And I feel like with YouTube and with Instagram and, you know, all these social media platforms, as much as it's like a really good way for us to become popular, make money, you know, have a platform and all that stuff, I feel like a lot of times that people don't really talk about is a lot of times we can fall into such a facade. You know what I mean? We can fall into creating this social media person that we want to show you guys, but it's really not who we are as a person. We feel like because we're on social media, we can't really say certain things, we can't really do certain things, you know, we can't really speak up and be honest, we can't talk about depression, we can't talk about when we're sad. It's like we just have so many I can'ts, and I feel like that's kind of why I just broke down. For the many other reasons of why I broke down in that video was, you know, I feel like I just broke down because for once I was just on a platform, my platform, and I was able to just break down, not put on a facade of, oh my God, I'm so strong. Yeah, you know, we're going through quarantine right now, but I don't have any worries because I'm an Instagrammer influencer and I'm good. I was tired of just putting on a facade. Like, that shit can really wear on you. And I feel like I've been putting on a facade with you guys for the past 2 years. And that's kind of like the reason of why I'm back to being short blonde again, is because this is who I love. Like, this is the Laura whatever years ago. This is the Laura that you guys first saw, the shortcut, the blonde, or whatever the hell color I had at the time of my first video on YouTube. This is who I am. That's kind of one of the reasons of why I did the video that I did, where I was just sitting and cutting up all my hair and everything, because it was a release. And like I said in that video, some of y'all was going to catch on to the video of exactly what I was trying to say. And then some of y'all would just focus on the damn hair. So it took me a while. Maybe it took quarantine. Maybe it took me just being able to have a self-reflection on myself. But I can honestly sit here and say, I'm just tired of just not being who I really am. This is who I am. My name is Laura Williams, okay? Laurasia Andrea is my alter ego. Laurasia Andrea is the YouTuber. Laurasia Andrea is all of that. And just like with Beyonce, she has Beyonce and then she has Sasha Fierce. We all can have like an alter ego, but I felt like my alter ego was taking over who I really was as a person. And I am tired. It's not happening anymore. It is not. Now that I've finally been honest with myself, now that I finally become honest with you guys, I feel like now it's like I'm actually getting back to being happy. I'm getting back to being able to just create whatever the hell type of content I want. So yeah, the biggest message that I really want to say to you guys in this video is just, it's okay to break down. It's okay to cry. It's okay to just be you. Like, we don't have to continue to put on a facade, because even when I said in my video where I was crying, I don't like crying. And that's actually terrible. That's sad. That's actually very, very, very sad, because it's okay to cry. It's okay to show emotions. It's okay to let people in. It's okay to just be yourself. And I think that, like I said, I am just grateful that everything is happening the way that it is, because I feel like I said, I'm coming closer to God. I'm starting to really hear him. I'm starting to have conversations with him. I'm starting to really know myself and grow to love myself and the real Laura. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to grow to love Laurasia Andrea. I'm trying to grow to love Laura. And that's been my number one mission through this whole entire experience. Is my number one mission, just to myself. So yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I would love to do more update videos like this. I think that they are not only stress relievers for me, they're venting videos for me, but you guys really seem to appreciate and like when I do videos like this. Like, yeah, I'm still giving you guys like a glimpse of like a hair tutorial or a hair video in a way, but at the same time, I'm talking to you guys like we're freaking human beings, you know what I mean? And I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for all the support you guys have been showing me lately, because it does not go unnoticed. And yes, thank you guys so much for walking with me, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.